Hi, and thanks so much for joining me for this Sephora haul, and get ready with me. A huge thank you to Sephora for sponsoring this video. As you know, I have been a long-time loyal customer of Sephora, and I'm part of their Beauty Insider program. So if you're not already part of that, make sure to sign up. It is free of charge, but that allows you access to sales, samples, and experiences. I love the Sephora sales. They're so good, and that's a perfect time for me to stock up on all of my staples and try new things. But of course, I am shopping throughout the year with Sephora, and I found some new things that are on their site that I wanted to try, as well as revisit some old favorites. So some of the new items at Sephora are this Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore-Smooth Blur Drops, and I always love to mattify and refine this area before I go in with makeup, just to get a really nice canvas first. And this is a dual purpose. It's skincare that you can apply morning and evening as part of your routine, or you can use it as a primer. So today I used it as a primer. Not only does it claim to blur the pores in the front, it also claims to control oil and extend the life of makeup. So I'm giving this one a try today. Another new item to Sephora is this OLEHENRIKSEN Banana Bright Vitamin CC Stick, and this is applied under the eye, and I have it under concealer today. So I wanted it to kind of brighten that area. If your concerns are fine lines and darkness, you want to pay extra attention when we get to that part in the Get Ready With Me. And I'm always in the market for unique brush shapes. As you know, I love unique brush shapes. And this one popped up. It's the Fenty Beauty Bronzer Brush. And I love that it has a curvature to it like this, so you can place it right under the cheekbone and make sure that bronzer is in the right place. And when you flip it like this, you can see it also has a tapered shape on the sides. So I'll show you how I discovered how I can use this really to my advantage to get the bronzer in the correct place. And then I also picked up products that I've loved in the past. I haven't used them in a while, and I wanted to revisit them. So I've since discarded the original versions I had of these, but I picked up eyeshadow sticks. I know how much you love them too, and so many of you came here because of that eyeshadow stick video I did many, many years ago. So I picked up a couple by Bobbi Brown, by Mercier. We'll be trying those on. Really excited about those. We're also revisiting a color corrector by Charlotte Tilbury for my dark spots. It's been a while since I used this. My dark spots used to be really severe and I had to put a lot on. So I wanted to try it again now that they've really improved quite a bit and see how this works. So we are revisiting this favorite. I also picked this up. I did not intend to. That's what happens when I go to Sephora. I find things that I love that I was not planning on, and I picked this up. It's the Dior Lip Maximizer, and this one is in Intense Rosewood. Got that one on. I also picked up another Sephora brush. So I now have all three Sephora. I think these are the Pro Concealer brushes, and I'll be using a couple of them today. And we are revisiting Westman Atelier, their foundation, their blush, and their powder, as well as the NARS powder that I recently tried out. And remember to sign up for the Beauty Insider program. And also remember they have a buy online pickup in store, as well as same day delivery. So like I said, I love shopping at Sephora, finding the new things, and then rediscovering old favorites. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and start with this. This is the Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore-Smooth Blur Drops, and this is a pore refining and blurring product. So it can actually be used a couple of ways, as a treatment and as a primer. It says blur pores in 30 seconds with this treatment and primer in one. So I'm just gonna apply it to the areas where I get more oily, which is right here in this area, and then under my chin. So just kind of the center area. And you can see the texture there. It's nice and fluid. Take a little bit and just place it in those areas. And I've already done my regular skincare routine. So this is my last step. So this is a new product carried at Sephora, and it has the seal of clean beauty as well as Planet Positive. You could see the texture was a nice lightweight liquid. So it says it has encapsulated BHA and strawberry enzymes, which helps to improve the appearance of pores over time. And then also there's this immediate effect that you get upon application. It does have tapioca and rice, which helps with that blurring effect. It's a soft focus effect. And it has this nice satin finish. I think you can see it took down that extra glow in the center of my face. If you're like me and you have pores and oily skin and are concerned about uneven texture, this is made for you. This is also a vegan and cruelty-free product. So we're going to just let that work for a little bit. Going in with another new to Sephora product, the OLEHENRIKSEN. It's the Banana Bright Vitamin CC Stick. And this comes in a few shades. I have mine in Banana. So this one's going to brighten this area right here under the eye. And I'm going to use that to kind of adjust the stick foundation concealer I'm going to use. So we're going to place this under the eye, just like this. And I'll do one side just first so you can see. So if your concerns under this area are fine lines and dark circles, this was created with you in mind. I love these kinds of products under concealer because that then requires less concealer and then you've got a more natural look. This claims that with 2 forms of enhanced vitamin C, it brightens and fades the look of dark circles. And it also has banana powder inspired pigments, which are light reflecting mineral pigments, and that helps to illuminate the area. I love anything with that technology of light reflecting particles because that helps lighten the amount of product I need to apply to get a beautiful result. And so then again, it looks more natural. So I love that. Just a really thin layer here, and we're gonna use that under concealer. We're going to revisit this Westman Atelier for foundation. This is the Vital Skin Foundation Stick, and it's in Atelier 5. And this is definitely a warmer tone. So we're going to use less versus more because this is quite dense compared to other stick foundations I've used. So we're gonna just apply more to the center. I mean, it really does have more of like a concealer type of density to it, even more than some concealers I've tried. So this is definitely a buildable foundation. I think starting off with less is better. You can see it that I'm not going to require much concealer at all on the face because of the amount of coverage here. Just taking the smallest bit on this Shiseido brush, really just concentrating it towards the center of the face, where I have the most uneven skin tone. So you can see it's a little bit light for my forehead, but we'll go in with bronzer to help that. Taking the number 71 brush, I'm just taking some of this. And this is a Sephora collection brush. It's such an unusual, unique shape. I love it. And we're just gonna apply the Westman Atelier also as concealer. Just removing some of the excess here. And then I'm going to go under the eye. And this is right on top of that Banana Bright Vitamin CC stick. So it's really very little that I'm applying here. Using it as a bit of a primer as well. Revisiting an old favorite, I picked this up again. This is by Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Magic Vanish Under Eye Face Cheat for intense color correction. Now it says under eye, but I used it here. I'm not going to use this under the eye because I used the OLEHENRIKSEN under the eye already, but we're gonna use it on the face, which is a really nice alternative to concealer. Yeah, I really enjoyed this when I had it, and I thought, let's try this again since we're trying some other things that I loved in the past. This is the shade. I got the shade medium, and I'm going to go in with a new Sephora brush. I finally picked this up. So I know I have all 3 of the Pro Brush concealer brushes by Sephora. So this one is made for, let me see, best for buffing and blending. So the first brush I used for concealer was 71 under the eye. This is 57. It's a much different shape. It's more of like a dome shaped brush, and it's wider, but I do have these larger areas in front, which makes sense to use a larger brush. So I'm just going to take some of this and get it on the brush. The other concealer brush I have by Sephora is a pinpoint brush. So it's for more targeted, say you have a blemish or something like that, or a scar from a blemish, I can use it for that. So this is doing a really nice job of just color correcting those dark areas. I'm gonna use it around my nose too. So I'm using this as I would a concealer, also in the corners. Just the slightest amount of this, and it worked really well. I thought we could take this powder, which I haven't really explored that much. I think I used it a couple times, but I want to revisit it. It's the Westman Atelier powder in Creme. It's the Vital Pressed Skincare powder. And then I also have this NARS powder I recently picked up, so I thought I would try it side by side. This one's in Sunshore. And just apply it. This is the Westman Atelier on this side. And I think there's a nice smoothing effect because of that primer I put on underneath. It's actually quite smooth. You can see without powder what it looks like. And I'm just powdering the center. And then we're going to go in with the NARS on this side and see how that looks. Because I know some people were interested in NARS and the Westman Atelier. So now you can see them together. So it looks like the NARS in Sunshore adds a little bit more color back versus the Westman Atelier. But they both have a nice smooth appearance to them. Once that powder is applied, I think it's helping to have this Glow Recipe product underneath because it's helping the powder blur and look a little bit smoother. Now I'm excited about this. This is the Fenty Beauty brush. And you know how I love unique shapes and brushes, and also how I like to apply bronzer higher up. So this one, you can see the shape here, it's contoured like this. And I think that's really gonna help with the application of the bronzer. So it's a cheek hugging bronzer brush. So this is the shape. Oh, interesting. So it's also got shorter bristles on the sides, and then the longer bristles are on the center. Let's go in with this Terracotta Light in medium. This is by Grwm right here. I'm excited for this because I love, like I said, unique shaped brushes. So I'm just gonna run this along the cheekbone like this and really get under that highest point of the cheekbone right here, because I love to just stop right about there. And really this does hug the cheekbone. You can see right there. Just like that. Oh, pretty. Now let's try on the forehead. I definitely need some help on the forehead because my foundation's a little light for my forehead. And this just contours the forehead as well. And then allows me to stipple too. This shape allows me to stipple and really get in the hairline. And then along the jawline, I like to apply as well, just to kind of make that line more continuous. And then if you want to do a little bit more definition, I'm going to try it like this, just like this, to kind of add more density right there. And I'm going to flip it again just to blend it. Yeah, oh, what a unique brush. I love this. This brush makes a lot of sense. The shape of it. I think this takes the guesswork out of where to apply bronzer. Okay, we're just gonna go in with some brows really quickly. I've got the Gucci pencil. Okay, we're gonna go in with the Dior Show Onset Brow. This is an 032. I picked up a few of my favorite eye products. They're eyeshadow sticks. So I have a couple from Bobbi Brown, one from Laura Mercier, and I think many of you came here because of the eyeshadow sticks. I think it's one of my most viewed videos is an eyeshadow stick rundown because I had so many at that time and I've since decluttered them. I don't think I have any, except I have been using one recently that I picked up a while ago because they're just so easy to use, the Color Chameleon in Dark Pearl by Charlotte Tilbury. So that's one I've been using, and I thought, let me try some other ones again because I just haven't used them for so long, but I loved them. So we're gonna go in with one that I picked up for crease color here. It's in Taupe. This one's by Bobbi Brown. I like this one because it's more matte and I thought it'd be a great color for the crease. And I think I had this before. So let's do the crease first. And they're so, like, it's so soft. And I'm just gonna use my clean hands here. And that's it. So really quick crease color. Do the other eye. So if you want eyeshadow sticks that don't tug, this one's a really nice one. Let's just do a little bit more in the crease. Now it's still quite creamy upon application, but then it sets. Really quick and easy eyeshadow application. And these Bobbi Brown sticks won a Best of Beauty award by Allure for, I think it was 2022. It says here up to 8-hour wear, no creasing, no flaking, which is one thing that I love about eyeshadow sticks. It also says no fading and it's water resistant. So if you've used these, let us know how much you love them. I just remember loving them quite a bit. In the past, I've had several Bobbi Brown and I think even more Laura Mercier eyeshadow sticks. It says high definition, long lasting, long wearing, transfer proof, crease resistant. Let's go in with this Laura Mercier. This is in Khaki and I wanted something that was like a cooler shade. You know, I love a cool shaded eyeshadow. Laura Mercier has very similar claims. They say high definition, long lasting, long wearing, transfer proof, and crease resistant. Let's go ahead all over the eyelid. And you can do this any way you want if you want to concentrate further down towards the eyelash line. The lash line like this. And you can also use brushes with this, but I thought let's try just clean hands today. And that's it, really fast eye. Yeah, really even application. Just such a simple product to use. Great for travel too, because it's not like you need brushes with this, as you can see. I've got Mica by Bobbi Brown, which is one that has a little bit of a glow too. You can see how it catches the light there. Oh, do you want to see these on just a swatch? I don't know if that helps, but we'll try. Okay, so this is Khaki. That's the one I have all over my eye. So there's a little bit of a reflective quality there. It's not matte. Then we have the first one, Taupe, which is matte. So we've got Taupe, Khaki. Those are by Bobbi Brown. No, Taupe is by Bobbi Brown, Khaki's by Laura Mercier, and then Mica is by Bobbi Brown. So let's take that Mica and we're gonna apply that more towards the center of the eyelid just to give it a little bit more dimension. Just right on top. So you can see the difference. Really helps to just have something lighter right up here in the front, unless you want something smoky. You can just go in with Khaki, but I like this. Just gives a little bit more dimension. I'm gonna put a little bit right underneath here. Okay, and then let's add a little bit of mascara. Going in with the Tower 28 mascara. I love this mascara. It's so good. This brush catches every lash. And I just recently bought 2 of these. That's how much I love this. Okay, I just went in with a little bit more of the Westman Atelier, just right under, just touched up a little bit there, but I didn't add anything else. Thought we'd go in with another favorite of mine. This is by Westman Atelier. It's in Chouchette. It's the prettiest blush, and it's a cream, this hourglass brush. I do place it a little bit higher. We're gonna go in with a new lip product. I did a little bit of a haul here. It's by Dior, and I wasn't expecting to pick this up. It's the Dior Addict Lip Maximizer. I think it's newly reformulated. I think I have a couple from before, but of course this one caught my eye. It's in Intense Rosewood, and I love this shade, so I thought, let me just try this. I love a more hydrating formula, especially a Your Lips But Better kind of shade. Anytime I see Rosewood, Intense Rosewood, that kind of a shade, I know it's gonna be a really good shade match for me. I just have like a smoothing kind of effect. So it's got a new 90% natural origin formula. Really pretty. I love this shade. I think it's so beautiful. Just have like a little bit of a mintiness to it, but nothing overwhelming, but I can sense it. Then I'm gonna take this La Mer brush. I'm just gonna take this and just dust it really lightly. I love this as a finishing kind of blush. It's the Valentino Eye to Cheek in number 9. I've used this over and over. You can see how much I love this. Just gives a slight bit of glow to the cheeks. I'm using this brush because it gives a little bit more of a diffused look to it. Quick first impressions, this Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore-Smooth Blur Drops, which is new at Sephora. Lovely. I loved the lightweight texture. I really think it helped improve the appearance overall, especially when I added powder on top, to have that nice smooth canvas to begin with, and really enjoyed this. So we're going to see how this works into a skincare routine in terms of AM and PM application, but really like it as a primer. The OLEHENRIKSEN Banana Bright Vitamin CC Stick is lovely. So if you're looking for something lightweight, especially under concealer, I really like it for under concealer because it provides a lightness to that area and also brightens when you're using something like a foundation concealer stick. Sometimes you don't get the brightness when you put it under the eyes because it's the same color for foundation and concealer. So there are a couple of products I'm thinking of. The Merit product might be really nice to pair with this as well, their complexion stick. So I really liked it for that. And any other concealers where it doesn't have that luminosity to it and you want to just lighten it up a little bit and maybe not add as much concealer, putting this under would be really nice. This Fenty brush, I'm so glad I picked it up. It really does such a nice job of placing this higher rather than lower with bronzer. And I think that is key to getting bronzer in the right place, is to find that right below the cheekbone and almost on the cheekbone. That's how high this is. And I love that placement because it's really easy to apply bronzer too low. So this takes the guesswork out of it and just places it for you, as well as gets into that hairline with this tapered edge right there. I really like that. I really loved this brush too from Sephora, the Pro Concealer brush, this number 57, especially for my dark spots, cover them quite quickly, along with the Charlotte Tilbury color corrector here in number 2 was lovely. Very nice for lightweight coverage when I don't want to put something in terms of like a heavier concealer on. Really nice and lightweight. It just corrects that and requires a little bit less product. And then these eyeshadow sticks, I really enjoyed using them, was reminded how much I love them and why I love them. They are so easy to use. I didn't use any brushes and they just stay put for such a long time. And we'll do a wear test at some point with these just to see, but from what I recall and from the way these applied, I anticipate the same performance. Really beautiful application. And finally, this Dior Addict lip product, really pretty shade. I'm glad I picked this up. And then I noticed it does have a smoothing effect on the lips. I don't need plumping so much, but just like a smoother appearance. I really think it delivers that, especially down here. I can really see that it is smoother. And this is something that I would apply and reapply throughout the day because it's so easy to apply. And it's pretty much my lip color, so it's kind of hard to go wrong on this. I can definitely see myself using this one all the way up. I think I had a really successful Sephora haul because I loved everything. I loved trying new products. I'm always looking on their site to see what's coming in that's new, because things that really address my concerns are the things I'm most interested in, like pores, like brightening this eye area a little bit, giving it a little bit of luminosity, and then unique brushes. I really enjoyed that Fenty brush. Really happy to have those eyeshadow sticks in my makeup collection. I'll be using them quite a bit. Once again, a huge thank you to Sephora for sponsoring this video. If you are not already a Sephora Beauty Insider, make sure to head over and sign up. It is free of charge, and that gets you access to their sales, samples, and experiences. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.